Them being able to carry over from one to the next when you win a big game the way you did the other night?
I believe in forming habits and carrying those habits over from one game to the other, and hopefully, us winning our first game, we're able to relax and just play tonight.
When you went back and watched the film, those 5 plays in a row that Alfred made, I mean, does that say something about his maturity at the end of a close game to do that time after time after time?
Well, I think it just shows no matter how old you are, what year you are in this league, you can compete on every single play, and he chose to do so, and it turned out well for us.
What have you seen with this Minnesota club? They had a bit of an overhaul, but they've been in all 4 games. They lost at the free throw line a couple of nights ago. What do you see with this roster?
Yeah, great mix of veterans and young guys, very athletic team across the board. They bring guys who can score off the bench. They got a big center who can score the basketball on the post, and a point guard who orchestrates with his ability to get into the paint.
Very active on the glass. How important will that be to everybody to do their job on the boards?
Well, that's huge for us. That's an area of concern for us thus far this year, and so we'll need to address it again tonight with this big team.
How's Kyle doing?
He did some work yesterday by himself with our training staff and coaches. He'll go through shoot-around a little bit today, and we'll assess him after shoot-around.
That Philadelphia team's pretty athletic. Minnesota likes to push the ball. With the turnovers, is that a concern? Is that a talking point of yours, talking to your guys about that?
Well, without a doubt, and it's really, kind of an area we'll continue to talk about. Overall, just making the simple play. I understand that we are continuing to learn each other in this new group, and I think that's even more of an emphasis for us to make the simple play.
How are you seeing Channing come along here, getting his first game action the last couple of days? What have you seen with him?
Well, I think he's getting the comfort level of just being on the floor. He basically missed preseason for us, and so his game conditioning and game shape and game movement are all being done right now in a game and not practice, unfortunately. And so he'll continue to get healthy and continue to progress in all those areas.
He was upset with himself last week. I think he had a game where he had 1 rebound, and he said, I have to be better. And then he goes out and gets 7 and 11 the last 2 nights. So.
And that's a great way to do it. You talk about it, but go show it with actions, and he did in 2 consecutive games. And we need him to rebound for us. He's a big guy. He's fundamentally sound. He'll box out, and we need him to continue to have 7 and 11 rebounds for us.
Have you seen defenses guard Tobias differently? He mentioned that maybe they were playing him for his drive a little more, and he had to make some adjustments. Have you seen that?
Well, the league adjusts. We all know that. And, he's playing both spots for us during the game. So, he gets different looks just by the nature of the matchups. But overall, every team goes into a game willing to give up a certain amount of shots, and teams are willing to give up certain shots versus our team.
Pace and ball movement. Are you getting what you want? What would you like to see? Kind of assess where you're at on those 2 fronts.
I think overall our pace has been pretty good. We're bordering on being 10th or 11th in the league right now in pace, so that's been pretty good. I think our decision making with the pace needs to be better, and that'll help turnover-wise.
Coach, I'm assuming you saw a little bit of Andrew Wiggins while he was playing at a school you know pretty well.
At some great school in the Midwest.
What have you seen from him so far? Or what are you seeing on tape from him in the first 4 games?
Yeah, I think you see his confidence growing, whether it's how well he played against Brooklyn in their last game, his ability just to use his athleticism, and he's going to get better. You see his confidence kind of exuding a little bit right now. Ability to score the basketball, ability to run up and down the floor with the best of them, and he's got a great coach to learn from and a good group around him that's going to teach him how to play.
The way Ricky Rubio runs an offense, how do you explain that? He's pretty fun to watch.
It is, and he's been doing it for a long time, whether with his national team or whether his club team growing up. And so his ability to get down in the paint and really collapse the defense and make you react to him, he's used to the way defenses play him. He's a smart individual. He gets his teammates involved on a nightly basis, and he's really the guy that gets them going.
Joe, can you talk about the I don't know the word, pleasure, when a coach draws up a play and then you see all 5 guys execute their job and you see it work? How satisfying is that for you as a coach?
For me as a coach, The execution part is what you want. You diagram, you draw up plays, and they can work and not work. The guy can make it, he can miss it. But the execution is what we're concerned about. Did a guy screen? Was the timing correct? Did we give our guys a chance to make a play?
Good deal. Thank you.
Good.